Hi, everybody. Hi, Danielle. I had problems getting on. I see you, Timo. Yes, Queen. I know who you are. Hi, Rosie. I had difficulty getting on, but I had to. Anyway, here I am. Here I am. How is everybody? I just had a shower. I have no makeup on, and let's have some wine. Wine and crime. And then for backup, I have key lime LaCroix. And the daughter doesn't like this, so more for me. Anyway. How's everybody doing? I haven't been on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. But I wanted to come on. Where's the camera? Oh, there it is. I wanted to come on and you did? Oh, thank you. I'll have to check that out, Timo. I'll get on that account later and check it out. I love when you send me your readings. You went right in. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. It's nice to have a man in the village. Oh my God, we have a man in the village. Yes. Come on, ladies. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. We never have men in the village. Well, maybe we do, but they never say anything. We're fierce female feminists. Clap your hands. I don't have a good feeling either. Thank you, Danielle. I appreciate that. Yay, Rose. Oh, good, Timo. I'm glad you, I need to do more of them. I know. I got to get back on track. Yay. So, I have a couple of others I plan to do. Suzanne Morphew was sent to me this week. And if you guys have cases you want me to look into, send them to me because that one was sent to me and I didn't even know about it. So send them to me. Anyway, I finally cleared out my SD card because I couldn't record using, those little SD cards. So I like deleted 300 things from it. So now I'm able to use that SD card because I had to use my laptop and my laptop really sucks to make videos on. So here we are. Sabrina Eisenberg. Oh, it's an old case. All right, Sabrina Eisenberg. Let me write that down. Let me get my notebooks. Sabrina Eisenberg. Let's see, Sabrina Eisenberg. Okay. In Megan Nichols. Oh, okay. Megan Nichols. All right, I'm writing these down. Thank you. I'll check them out. There's two in particular that I want to do coming up, and I'll check them out as well. So this case with Suzanne Morphew has taken over this week, as you all can tell. Everybody's talking about it, and I mean, some cases get traction and some cases don't. So then you're like, well, what makes a case get so much popularity very quickly? And I really think it depends upon the public's interest, right? So, for instance, um, it just depends. So, I don't know if it's dependent upon primarily the what happened to the person, but there's something to this. It the elements of it, because it's in Colorado. Of course, everybody's like, "Oh my God, Colorado! What is going on in Colorado?" I don't know. I've never been there, but it just seems like something is up. Yes, money, power. Yeah, they're white, rich, and good looking. Charity in town, business. Yeah. So yeah, Kelsey Barrett. So you've had Kelsey Barrett, Chris Watts case. What's another popular Colorado case? Well, now this one, there must be another one. Uh, so what drives that? And because of Gannon, hello, yeah, thank you, Danielle. Gannon, there's another one. So you've had Chris Watts. It really seems to have started with Chris Watts the last 2 years. So Chris Watts, Kelsey Barrett, Gannon, and now this one, that's four. And Hola Aida and Como Esta. And yeah, I did see the apology video that was sent to me, and I was like, I like body language interpretation. And when I talk to someone, I pay a lot of attention to a person's body language, like the way they speak, the way they do their hands, the way that they're standing, the way, but he was sitting down. Jean Bonnet, there's another one. Yeah, so maybe it started with Jean Bonnet actually 20 some years ago. Um, he was sitting down and it looked like he was sitting outside, and it was very brief. He looked a mess. He looks like, of course, he hasn't slept. He looked a wreck. I thought he looked really stressed out. So, hold on. I can't read comments. Let me do this. Hold on. Now I can read them. Yeah, everybody kept saying that, Timo, like he's doing this when he's speaking. He also refers to money, but no one mentioned that random money, etc. is being asked. Yeah. So, and I'm thinking, I think sometimes, like case in point with Kelsey Barrett's disappearance, her mother spoke, and her mother probably knew, of course, more than the public did and had to be very careful what she said. This is kind of like a derivative of his initial put out the money, the reward money. I'm going to play off that. Put out the reward money. I'm going to play off that. You know what I'm saying? So, and the nephew. So, is it her sister's son or brother's son, or is it a nephew? It must be a nephew on her side of the family. It must not be a nephew on his side. Does anybody know how the nephew's related? If it's her relation or his relation? Um, pours wine. I'm having a pink wheel. It's all red wine, and I turned it down because the house knows what I prefer. Anyway, so her side. Okay. Don't know if sister or brothers. Yeah. So there's a lot going on there. Now, the elements metaphysically, people are picking up similarities in terms of the elements of similarity with readings. And so when you see that, you can't look at it as logical. You have to look at it as something more. Okay, so there's this tapping into a source, all right, of some type that everybody's tapped into. If they're picking up similar energies surrounding a case. You know what I mean? Hi, Christy, Montana. Hey, Montana. You're drinking white instead of red? You go, Rosie. So, Rosie's the president of the village, so everybody respect Rosie. Anyway, so, and we have a man in the village tonight, so everybody be nice to him. Anyway, so, thanks everybody for joining, watching. So, let me move my snack bag, it's in my way. I got my snack. So, okay, where was I? So if people are tuning into the same channel, or if they're tapping into the same source, the similarities in people's tarot readings, psychic readings, okay, that's not a coincidence. There's something to that because it's energy. So everybody seems to be, not everybody. I've only seen, of course, the one I did, and then uh, Megan's channel yesterday, last night, which was a really good reading. True Chakra Talk. Did I get that right? Go on her channel and watch her reading. It's really good. She did it live last night. So a lot of people are picking up on third party. Okay? Third party affair coming from the husband. People are picking up on this. So whether or not he actually committed something, everyone's picking up on this third party action. Affair keeps coming into people's readings, right? So what's up with that? You know, hi Jazeel. So it doesn't mean that he actually committed or did something to Suzanne, but there's the element of third party affair that's coming into to our readings. So anyway, his birthday is October 17th, and yours is the 16th. Oh, that's him out. Hey Libra, what's up with Libra men? Anyway, so Libra. Hi Christy. Yeah, you saw that too. It was really good. Timo, he reminds you of yourself. Yeah. So yeah, he's hunky. He's a hunky kind of guy. He's attractive. Loves outdoors and all this stuff. Firefighter. So uh, and I read that he was in the minor leagues for baseball at some point. Yeah. I feel that. Hold on, I'm reading comments on my phone. Yeah, I've heard arrogant too from a few people. Arrogancy, yeah. Yeah, at least his birthday's not in April, yeah. Or May. Chris Watts' birthday's tomorrow. Chris Watts, he's turning 30. Is he turning, I think his birthday's tomorrow. Or maybe it's not. Maybe I'm off. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm thinking about something else. Anyway, her birthday's April 30th. So she's Taurus. Is Chris Watts' birthday tomorrow? Somebody Google that. Why am I thinking that? Maybe it was the 16th. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyway. So yeah, 35. 35. What a waste. To see the 16th, yeah. Okay, I'm thinking about Chris Cornell. Chris Cornell died 2 years ago tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking of. Is today the 17th? Yeah. My days are off. Yeah, so she's Taurus. Taurus women, from what I've studied, can be very attractive. They love beauty. They like beautiful things around them, and they're also very operatic, meaning they have lungs. They're either great singers. Okay, so like for instance, Adele is a Taurus. Cher is a Taurus. Ho. Um, so Taurus women are known for their vocals. Who also is a Taurus that has um, who's got lungs? Was it Janis Joplin? I think Janis Joplin's a Taurus. Anyway, so yeah, Libras like nice things too. Yeah, they do. Especially Libra men like to find the fine things in life. You'll save money to be able to have some that thing that you really want that's really really good quality and it's really nice. I've seen that. I know that for sure. For sure. Hi Colette. My glasses, thank you. They were $1. Keeping it real. Actually, you know, I have to wear these because I can't read your comments anymore because I'm getting older. And these were $1. I know. That's crazy. So Venus is in retrograde too right now. So anyway, so Suzanne, if you're not familiar, Suzanne Morphew, 49. She just turned 49, so April 30th. So she wasn't 49 for only a couple of weeks. Originally from Indiana, so in the Salida, Colorado, in the area of Maysville. And if you've watched other channels that have put up her location, or if you've seen the Google map of where they lived, they were really in a remote area where it's very mountainous and not a whole lot of people around. So Libra is that bitch if they are your sun, not placements. I don't know if I have any Libra in my chart. I have to look at it. So I wanted to, while we're on here tonight, um, I wanted to just use a different deck and look into Suzanne's energy some more. I'm not using a tarot deck. I'm going to be using, uh, I like this deck, the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. And you'll see these in a minute. Uh, and I was playing around with them the other day about Suzanne, and I was like, So I wanted to bring them on and um, and do that. Yeah. But thank you everybody for watching, coming on, popping on. If you're following, in this case, Suzanne Morphew, and beautiful woman. Beautiful woman. She has 2 daughters. Uh, and I'm not sure. I think one's in college and one's probably in high school. One's younger. And you know, if you do your Facebook sleuthing, I think Suzanne has a did, and I think I joined a Facebook group. These groups, there was one group that I joined, and then of course within a few days, a few other groups have already been created. Um, and these Facebook groups, man, they are really good at Facebook detectiving. You know what I mean. Uh, but apparently, you can find if you're on Facebook, you can find their Facebook pages. Wong. 16 and 20. None of them live at home. Yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing. Mother's Day of all holidays. How bizarre. But you know, some families are kind of like that. But during this time when we have coronavirus and quarantine and you're really supposed to be social distancing and not, I mean, it's just kind of, that's odd too. Like, of all days, Mother's Day. Now, I will say this, and I've seen people say, well, he seems to be Barry, the husband. People's opinions of him are he's arrogant. I've seen people write that he's narcissistic. He appears to be narcissistic. The man that apparently was assaulted by Barry Morphew was on Gray Hughes' channel, interviewed by Gray Hughes. Go over to his channel and watch it. It was really interesting. He described Barry Morphew as having a demon in his eyes the day that he lost his shit and went off on people at a work site. So Mother's Day and holidays in particular, if you think about this, anything that detracts from attention on them, forget about it. Holidays, Christmas, Mother's Day, birthdays are not important to them, okay? Because it detracts from them. They hate holidays. So I'm not stating that this is fact or this is how this man is, but if you think about the fact that she went missing on Mother's Day, just kind of think about that a little bit. It's just something to think about. Yeah, Timo, I agree. I heard the one daughter was living with her boyfriend's family at 16. Yeah, my parents never would have allowed that, but you know.
Maybe something bad was going on in the home, so she left.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they just let her go.
Yeah.
And maybe the dad's a part of it, and he was abusive.
Well, yeah. I mean, there could be many factors.
Exactly. And so she just left because he was abusing her and her mom, and the mom couldn't leave. So, and then she went on a hike, and then she went missing. If she did go on a hike.
No, apparently she went on a bicycle ride.
Oh.
Because she was she like mountain biking.
Well, where did this take place?
But I don't know if it's in Colorado. I don't know if the bike was found or what the bike looked like. I've read that the bike was found, but we don't know anything else. So anyway.
Well, they should look for fingerprints on the bike.
Oh, I'm sure they have, honey, but they're not releasing things to the public.
I know, they should.
That's why everybody's like, what's going on?
Exactly.
That's why everybody's discussing this, because we're like, so I don't know, something's really off. Something's definitely odd. I think the majority of people sense that.
Yeah.
Something's definitely off. So definitely off. So I'm going to pull some cards. If you guys have specific questions you want me to ask, please feel free to write it in chat. And let's just pull some cards while we're together and see what else comes up surrounding all this. And see what's going on. So let's check it out. Thank you. Not thank everybody. Thank everybody for coming in, popping on. And I don't think she went on a bike ride either. I don't read the cards reversed, Timo, so I don't know. Cards look like these aren't tarot cards. These are oracle cards, an oracle deck. You don't read these reversed at all. Okay. Some oracle decks you can. But I like this deck. So there's 49 cards here. So let's take a look at Suzanne Morphew, 49, missing from Maysville, Colorado. What's going on with Suzanne Morphew? I wonder if there's a river that runs near that bike where she was on her bicycle. Does anybody know that? I'm sure there probably must be water near where they lived or where she was bicycling. If there was a river of any kind, if anybody knows, if there was a river nearby or close to where she was, or apparently where she had been bicycling, it was like Highway 50 or Highway this or and something else. Let's see. Oh, okay. This card came up for me when I did it off camera the other night. We have insecurity. Okay. Insecurity. So this card is very much speaking about uh, feeling insecure in a relationship. All right. Feeling insecure about themselves, feeling insecure about the other partner, feeling insecure about their looks, feeling insecure about their lifestyle, feeling insecure. So insecurity comes up first. Okay. I feel that, keeping up appearances is one thing, but I also feel that, and I saw this in my tarot reading for her, a lot was put out there. That's a lot of pressure. A lot was put out there. If you go through their social media, it reminds me of Chris Watts. Everything was picture perfect and glossed over and happy. And, that's not real. People have problems. People wake up and look like, uh, you know, they don't look, they look like Shrek. They don't look like themselves. I mean, so, that's life. So it was just too picture perfect, and um, their social media reflects that. So here we have impartiality. Hi, Lottie. So impartiality. Let me get the book. Let's get the book and see what this means. I just buffered. Am I back? Okay. So impartiality is remaining neutral or trying to remain neutral. All right. This is talking about take an impartial look at your situation. The action here is to listen and to observe. If I step back from my present situation, what can I see? Neutral position, impartiality. It kind of reminds me of the Justice card a little bit. All right, this came up for me the other night. Boom. Okay, so impasse. It has a nice book that comes with it, but let me see what else this says. Impasse. um, so impasse. Something was routed. Okay, she could have been rerouted. If she actually took a bike ride, she could have been rerouted by someone. All right. This is a reroute. The path is blocked. You're at an impasse. All right. Change of direction. Protection. Needing protection from harm. Okay. So it just feels like, if you're like, if you've ever been in a situation where you've tried to get past somebody and they're trying to block you. All right. See how his arms are outstretched like that? Thank you, Rosie. Here we have facade. All right, facade. Let's read this one. Facade. This isn't who I am. If you are unhappy in your relationships, you may be relating to others through a false sense of duty. Give up being something you're not. Disassociating from yourself. Okay. So, a facade. All right, go back to what we've seen the public. We don't know these people, we don't know the family, but from what we've seen, they look like the picture perfect family. All right, is that real or is that a facade? Okay, many people go through social media. You're not going to see the bad and the ugly. All right, it's a facade. All right, you're not going to see pictures of me, you know, in a fetal position having cramps one day. I mean, would that interest you? Probably not. Or maybe it would. I don't know. Okay, so for those who are joining, so the first card was insecurity. The second card was impartiality. Someone's impartial to something. And then we have impasse. They're wanting to block. Okay. And then we have facade. All right. So I'm going to shuffle it again. Oh, was her bike left? No, her bike was left next to a stream, Timo. Okay. So Suzanne Morphew, what's going on for Suzanne Morphew? What went on between Suzanne Morphew and her husband Barry Morphew? It's hard to say Morphew. Before her disappearance, what was going on between Suzanne and Barry Morphew in their marriage before her disappearance? And now I'm going to do these cards one more time, and then if you want, we can go to a tarot deck real quick as well. What's going on, or what was going on between Suzanne and Barry Morphew prior to Suzanne's disappearance? What was going on in the marriage between Suzanne and Barry Morphew? And apparently they had been living there for, I guess, 2 years, not even, hi JA, 2 years maybe, less than 2 years that they had been living there. Okay, so the first card we have is perception. Let me just pull the cards. We have guilt. Then we have abundance. Hello. Okay, then we have gratitude. Then we have wisdom. Then we have confusion. All right, so we have perception, guilt, abundance, gratitude, wisdom, confusion. Interesting. So on the bottom of the deck is impasse again. Okay, so perception, let's just go through the book meaning. And you know, with anything, oracle cards, of course, have their own, by the creator, have their own meanings. But you can always use your own intuition for oracle as well. Okay, so Perception speaks about what in my life needs tending. How good will I allow myself to feel? Change in perception, transformation in the heart. So, transformation in the heart, all right, of how perhaps she was perceiving things, he was perceiving things, transformation in the relationship as well. The next card we have is guilt. And you know, as a mother, mothers, we just by default have mother's guilt about anything half the time. Um, do not do for others what they need to do for themselves. Speak truth from your heart. Any guilt is fear of being disliked. Am I giving away too much time and energy and resenting it? Is my anger really guilt? Burdened by obligations, enabling others. Okay, awakening awareness, finding personal power. So there could be energy there of uh, coming from Suzanne that she, was feeling guilty perhaps about things and felt maybe she wasn't doing enough, especially if there was any type of third party happening. So abundance comes in because your self worth goes. If you've ever been cheated on and you're like, it's me. I need to lose weight. I need to change my hair. I need to do this. I need to do more for them. I haven't done enough. I haven't been a good mother. I haven't been a good wife, whatever it is. So abundance comes in. Think about your relationship with money. Are you the wise girl or the foolhardy man? Abundance, releasing regret, being good with money. Are your thoughts and actions around money empowering or disempowering you? All right, so abundance comes in. And then I think right here is where uh, the gratitude comes in and the wisdom. Okay, so gratitude, we all know what that means, being grateful for what we have. Wisdom, let's look up wisdom real quick. Wisdom. Wisdom. So, wisdom is knowing the difference between a calculated risk and stupidity. Do I go with my heart or against it? Wise counsel, focused energy, honoring yourself. Is there some wise counsel that you have sought only to ignore it? She may have talked to people around her, especially if she has sisters or friends, best friends, long term friends. She may have also been talking to other people, maybe perhaps about what was happening in her marriage. I mean, people do that. What do you do when you're having boyfriend problems or girlfriend problems? You talk to your friends about it, right? All right, so the last card is confusion. All right, so let's look up confusion. Sorry, I don't know where anything's in the book. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, here it is. All right, so can I see confusion as a good thing? Can I learn to let go of needing an immediate outcome? Allowing confusion, consequences of action. There's nothing to solve. Through the willingness to be in confusion, we find clarity. So there could have obviously been something that was very mind boggling. You know, the perception of the situation, if we want to look at it this way, the perception of perhaps, let's say, there was something that she learned about that was third party. The guilt. I mean, how do we feel about ourselves? We feel guilty, like we did this. It's our fault, right? The gratitude Well, the abundance comes in next. The money, the beautiful home, what these things that we have, we should be happy, right? You know, gratitude of that. Let's be grateful for what we have. And the wisdom of trying to understand, well, we have all this, we should be happy, right? And then we come in with the confusion. This doesn't make sense. And I think many times people equate fame with happiness. Uh, they equate being rich or having tons of money with happiness. And how many times do we see people who are famous or are loaded and they're not happy? There's something going on with that. So these are the oracle cards. And then on the bottom we had impasse, which is blocking somebody. Okay, rerouting somebody physically. All right, that could be mentally, that could be verbally as well, but it's more like a physical impasse. So let's use these. Thank you for everybody who's watching and um, tuning in. So if you're following this case, it's gotten national attention the last 6 days. And Suzanne Morphew, 49, from Maysville, Colorado, went missing on Mother's Day. Her husband, Barry Morphew, put out a video statement today. All right, there are no suspects, and we're discussing this case, okay? And this is a metaphysical take or look into the case, because this is not a true crime channel. Hi, Mary. This is a metaphysical channel that looks into true crime cases sometimes. Yes. What is this? All right. We're going to do some, you want to pull some cards? Yeah, Lottie. Yeah. So sit back, have a glass of vino. Feel free to comment. Feel free to, share your theories. And Suzanne Morphew, let's hope that she is found safe and there's a good outcome. So let's take a look at what was going on between Suzanne and Barry Morphew, their relationship, and their marriage. Barry Morphew and Suzanne Morphew. Okay, now they're saying challenge, and then they're showing me 10/6. So that's like a date. So 10/6, or that could be a number. That could be a time frame, like 10/2/6, like 10 o'clock to 6. All right, or it could be a date. Cheers, Rosie. What was going on between Suzanne Morphew and Barry Morphew? Okay. Now, if you saw my reading that I put out this week sometime, the first card that I got was the 8 of Wands. We have the Eight of Wands again. This is a different deck. I'm using the Maureen, not Maureen. What is it? Morgan Greer. Is this the Morgan Greer? I don't know. I can't think right now. So the Eight of Wands to me is something that's very unexpected. It's very out of the blue. All right. That could even indicate a phone call, a text message, communication, anything that happens quickly that's out of the blue. Okay. That is not expected normally. All right. So this came up for her, for Suzanne, in my reading that I did here on YouTube. So the Eight of Wands is anything that is quick, speed, there's speed to it. It's almost like you get a phone call and, oh my God, somebody's been in a car wreck. Can you come to the hospital? What? Okay. Emergency, something that happened fast, something that's quick, okay, something unexpected, something that's out of the blue. These arrows are flying through the air, okay? They're swift, so swift action as well. Something that happened real quick, real fast, very swiftly. All right? So that's the card that I got when I did her first reading for YouTube. All right, here we have the Queen of Rods. So we have a court card. All right, the Queen of Rods typically is a fire sign female. However, she's the one, when I do a reading and I see this queen show up, she can be the seductress in something. She's very magnetic, very charismatic, attractive. Think like Angelina Jolie type, okay? She knows how to work it. She knows how to get her way with things. All right. So this is the Queen of Rods in this deck. It's also the Queen of Wands. So next to her, we have the Five of Swords. All right. The Five of Swords is manipulation. This is wanting to win at all costs. It doesn't matter what happens to other people. It doesn't matter what happens to another person. They want to win at all costs. Okay, so the Five of Swords energy in a reading can be an instigator. They want to win, but essentially, spiritually, it's an empty victory because nobody wins. Everybody ends up getting hurt, or everybody ends up losing in the end. Do you know what I mean? So we're next to this queen. All right. This queen here could be a part of this action. All right. So the Five of Swords is here. All right. So we have the Fool again. Okay. Next to the Five of Cups. Okay, so the Five of Cups next to the Fool shows me that someone made or did something very risky, very impulsive as well, that has caused emotional loss. This is grief. This is regret. All right. This is where this can even be associated with grieving the loss of someone. So the Fool card, the energy of the Fool is beginnings. It's the beginning of something, and it's the thought of it as well. It's also a thought of risky behavior, and what applied to the Fool can very much be about innocence. Okay, but it also can be very much about impulsive action or impulsive behavior. Okay. So there's definitely something. We have two fives in the reading. There's definitely something here that, and beginning with the Eight of Wands, I feel like whatever happened to Suzanne was necessarily pre-planned or premeditated. It almost feels like this queen, and this is where we come in with uh, the third party energy. This queen had a motive, okay? And something happened very, very unexpected, very quickly as well. Let me lay these out. All right, so the next card we have is the Ace of Swords next to the Ten of Swords. All right. So the Ace of Swords to me is the truth telling card. Okay. I feel that coming up, and I saw weeks in my first reading. Coming up, the truth will be revealed. All right. The Ten of Swords here is a final ending. Very much about betrayal as well. Can be very much about something that ends in a painful way. But this is finality of some kind. So we have a beginning and we have an ending. The Ace of Swords very much is a truth telling card, speaking the truth, hearing the truth. The truth is spoken, the truth comes out, something reveals itself, and with that, we're going to have a very painful reaction or have a painful experience from this new cycle. Okay? So that could indicate perhaps someone tells the truth, someone speaks the truth, someone speaks up. You know, the truth comes out. All right, so we have the Four of Swords next to the Two of Rods. I don't feel that Suzanne, um, I feel that Susie, in this reading it's showing me, in the first one it didn't. I feel that Suzanne spirit has passed. I don't feel that she's alive. And I don't like to say that, okay? But from what I'm seeing from the cards and everything, hi Cami, I don't feel that her spirit, her energy is showing me vibrancy. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel that her spirit has passed, okay? However, um, the Four of Swords, when I see this card, especially with the other cards around me, this is the rest, this is the repose, this is the line, uh, this is the one we're at rest, okay? Very similar to seeing someone laid in rest. Do you know what I'm saying? The Two of Wands, um, whispered you, I agree. Thank you, Kristen. My memes, my memes. The Two of Wands, this is a waiting period. Okay, so there could be, I feel like once the truth does come out, we're going to find out, then there's a period of, we're not going to hear much. Okay, this also could be incarceration of someone as well. This also could be, especially looking in the next 2 months. All right, so we're see, June, July. I feel like in the next 2 months, something's going to come about. In my first reading, I saw weeks, or no, I saw 22. I kept getting the number 22 or 23. So we have the next card is the Seven of Swords. That to me is deception, someone being stealthy, someone lying, someone trying to get away with something, doing things behind people's backs, trying to be, you know, uh, essentially trying to get away with something, okay? Mentally, verbally, their actions physically. Then we have the Seven of Wands. Right now, okay, the Seven of Wands to me is advantage against opposition. They have all the speculation and all these people, and here they are trying to defend themselves. For now, okay, this person has gotten away with it for now, but not for long, okay? But definitely something attached to trying to get away with something. This is deception. When you, the Seven of Swords, this comes up for you in a love reading, you're like, is my man cheating on me? And this comes up for you, yes girl, he is. For those that are wanting to learn how to read. All right, so the next card we have is the 10 of Rods. That's burden. That's great, heavy burden, responsibility, carrying the weight. I don't feel that whoever has done this, okay, is not going to be able to shoulder that burden for long. All right. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles, does she come into the first reading, this Queen? Because the Queen of Rods did not. She's my reading, my video reading. Trying to think about where she was placed. The Queen of Pentacles. No, it was Queen of Swords. Sorry. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles here. There also could be an indicator that something attached to Suzanne was a financial burden in terms of her disappearance. And I saw money in the first reading. In terms of a financial burden that's attached to her, okay, there's something that could be very much attached to, well, the release of Suzanne would release the burden for me, or would release a financial burden of some kind. Do you know what I'm saying? So the Queen of Pentacles typically is a woman, earth sign female. She's Taurus, who is very practical, very generous, very giving, and she's very much in charge of her life. She's in charge of herself financially, as well as her surroundings as well. So this could be a businesswoman, something attached to her. So let's pull a couple more cards. So we have the Eight of Cups next to the Ten of Pentacles. Both of these cards came into my first reading as well. The Eight of Cups is someone wanting to walk away from something, especially emotionally checking out. You know, when we decide to leave a job, relationship, whatever it is, typically we're done. We've enough. We can do all that we can do. Okay. So I feel that perhaps she may have been wanting to, if she was or felt that he was taking on a burden financially, okay, she may have at times. So I saw this in the first reading. Hopefully I'm still here. No, it's the Wi-Fi. I don't know what's wrong with it.
The Wi-Fi sucks.
I know, it's terrible. Anyway, I feel either A, she wanted to leave, or B, he wanted to leave. Somebody wanted to leave. I saw that in the first reading, all right? Someone wanted to leave. Because this queen, I know she right. This queen showed up very early on in the reading. Okay, that a lot of the feelings of wanting to leave have a lot to do with this queen. She's a riot, I know. She's crazy. So here we have the Six of Rods next to the Chariot. So I feel like I feel like there is definitely, and I keep seeing weeks. I don't think this is going to be drawn out for a long time, okay? I definitely feel that we are on the road to success and victory in the next 6 weeks. There's definitely whoever's on this case, the FBI, the CBI, the sheriffs, or whatever, they know what the hell's up, okay? We can, speculate and do readings till the day is new, but I really see with these two cards together, there's going to be great victory. People are going to applaud people for this, recognition of that. Chariot's very much about victory, success, overcoming challenges, obstacles as well. There also could be talk about I feel that Suzanne was moved, that she traveled. Okay. Um, this bike story, I don't think there was a bike story. I think that her uh, physically, Suzanne may have traveled or was taken or moved, or the cherry can be about travel, literally being in a car. So there's movement here, but there's also a movement of direction of success and things being and playing out successfully. You know what I'm saying? So the next two cards, and then I'm going to stop. We have Justice and we have the King of Pentacles. All right. This is the only male that has showed up in the reading. Okay, next to Justice, that's Libra's card. So this is him. I feel strongly that the husband, Barry Morphew, has something to do with her disappearance. Whether he did it himself or hired someone to do it. Something's very closely with that. Perhaps this queen, okay, was part of it, was part of it. There's something about her that is very much part of it. The Five of Swords to me is very much about ego and manipulation as well. So there's something about this woman that's very strong in the reading. This shows me that justice will be served, justice, things will be balanced, he will be brought to justice. The King of Pentacles, very typically, he's a wealthy dude, okay? Got again. Coming. We will hear about what's happening, right? So let's see what else is in here. All right, so let me, yeah, the same things are coming up. All right, let me just keep pulling them. All right, so Jesus Christ, yeah, mm-mm-mm. Yeah, she felt real. Okay, so all right, so this the tarot is telling a story. All right, it's showing us sequences. The King of Cups came in my first reading. This to me is dad. This is father. Okay, the King of Cups. This is indicative of Barry. All right. Next to him, we have the Two of Cups. This is relationship. All right. Just just hold on. Here we have the Queen. All right. Now, Suzanne showed up as the Queen of Swords to me in the first reading. All right. So here we are here. Now, this also could have been the other woman that I saw in the first reading. All right. So they're framing the Two of Cups, which is relationship. All right. The Sun, positivity, happy times, good times, all that stuff. Moving forward together. All right. Moving on mentally. Okay, this could have been Suzanne. This could have been somebody else. Now, when I see this card, all right, when I see this card with the lovers, then we have the Four of Cups. Then we have the Three of Cups. Okay, the lovers, when I see the lovers card, I see more of a crossroads with a decision of some kind. The Four of Cups says, I'm bored, I'm discontented with you, I'm just not feeling what's in front of me. The Three of Cups with the lovers shows me third party situation. That's my interpretation. That's what I'm picking up on. So whoever's like, oh, I don't mean that. This is my interpretation and my intuitive approach. Okay. You all read however you want to read, but this is my interpretation. Okay. Don't be like, I'm going to school her. So, anyway, so the world comes in, all right? I feel that he had someone on the side. There was someone else. Whether or not that person has anything to do with her disappearance, okay? Whether or not this person was directly involved and we think, oh, it's another NK, I am not saying that. This person definitely was wanted to win. You know these women that want that man. They don't give a shit if he's married with 5 kids and works 2 jobs. They want that man and they want to be with that man and they're going to do everything in their power to get that man and be with that man. Okay, there are women out there that are like that. They don't care. Yes, thirsty. Okay. Thirsty females. Yes. There are people out there like that. Okay? There are, all right? So, I feel that this has been established for a while. Not a couple of months, not a woman next to the 5 of Swords. No, she couldn't wait. She couldn't wait anymore. Um, so there's something that's up. I think that uh, there's definitely someone else involved. Uh, I think that he knows more, and I also feel that, uh, especially when I see this card, this is just ugly. It's ugly. It's hateful. It's mean. And then when you come in with the 7 of Swords that comes into the reading, doing things behind people's back, being shady, you know, he's trying to fight it off right now. Being questioned, being interrogated, taking a lie detector test, having to do a public statement, being questioned by his family, having to explain things 10, 20 times to the same police officer. You know what I'm saying? So he's bad. He's really trying to, like, okay, like but this is the element of trying to get away with something, being sneaky, lying, being shady, stealing. You know, I wouldn't want this person in charge of my bank account, okay? Now, when it comes to money, there's something around money that's tied to Suzanne. There's something with money plus Suzanne. What is it about the money with Suzanne? Something about money that was a burden with Suzanne, or a burden because of Suzanne, or something to do with that. Okay. Um, let's talk about the Queen. I'm gonna leave this card out. Could have been, yeah, Kristen. Now, in terms of her, I know that she had cancer twice, and she beat it, and then she had apparently a foundation and stuff. Um, I don't want to look at someone's illness as being a burden. That's not fair. So let's read the Queen of Rods and see. I'm going to leave her out and see what's going on with this queen. Barry, he's the dad. Okay, why is the Queen of Rods here in the reading? How is the Queen of Rods connected to Suzanne Morphew or Barry Morphew? Why is the Queen of Rods in the reading? Why is the Queen of Rods in the reading? I wonder if Suzanne's foundation that she has a board of directors, and if they're talking to people or asking people on the board, if she has like a board of directors or a committee that oversees things, if people on the board of directors have been looked at or questioned. Okay, just had a card fall out on the floor. Hold on. All right, so we have the Empress. just flew out and hit the ground. So with my hair on it. So the Empress comes in. All right. This queen could be a mother herself. All right. This queen could have children herself. This queen could be someone that Suzanne may have met or may have known. Okay. I mean, nothing shocks me anymore. I don't know about you. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Why is the Empress here with the Queen of Rods? And how's this attached to Suzanne? Why is the Empress here and how is this attached to Barry Morphew or to Suzanne? There's also a possibility somebody could be pregnant. When I see the Empress, that could be pregnancy. What is the... Okay, so the Knight of Cups is here. This could be an early pregnancy, an indicator of someone is pregnant in the first, like, Okay, this... I'm getting upset with this. Okay, so this could be somebody who is the romantic suitor. Okay, he's essentially pursuing someone. All right, taking someone out on dates, being romantic, being affectionate. Okay, if I hope I'm back. You guys are seeing this. Am I back? Okay, I'm back. Um, so and this came in, I believe, my first reading that I did. I feel that this woman is single. Okay, because we have, following this, we have the Nine of Pentacles next to the Hermit. I feel that this person is single. She could be a single mom with children. She could be divorced. Okay, but I feel like there's this female, she's single, she could be a mother herself, but she's definitely single. All right, especially with the Nine of Pentacles next to Hermit. I feel that she's single, meaning she doesn't have a husband or she doesn't have a boyfriend. She's single. And I'm picking up strongly, um, either she's a mom or she's in the earliest stages of being pregnant. Okay. There's a lot going on here. Something's definitely afoot with another person, another woman. Um, and you know, the one reading I did on camera, this is the second time I've done it, and I'm still seeing the same elements. I'm still seeing the same energies surrounding her. Um, but I really feel that the King of Pentacles, who that could be, is definitely going to be brought to justice. Um, and there definitely, some type of truth is going to come out, but I really feel strongly that there's another female. Hi, Sandy. There could be, Suzanne could have known this person. Do you know what I mean? She definitely could have known this person as well. Um, so that's what I'm picking up on. Thanks everybody who's watching. Sorry I keep buffering. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Um, yeah, there's definitely something going on. I don't feel that, and I feel that she's younger. I don't feel that it's someone who is her age. I feel that younger female, and I feel that she's single. I feel that she's not attached to anyone else. Hi, ethereal goddess, female. I don't know about the neighbor. I don't know. if they've released that or if anybody knows about the neighbor. Let's see what's happening with, let me use a different deck. Okay, we use this one. All right. I'm going to use a different deck. Let's use a different one. All right, we're going to use this one. And Legacy of the Divine. Oh my God. Okay. All right. My Wi-Fi is driving me nuts. I keep buffering. All right, so I'm using a different deck. Let's see what's going on. All right, let's see. Oh my God. All right, so here we go. Do you have that deck? I love this deck. I didn't say, I said deck, Timo. So we have the Five of Swords again. First card, okay? Five of Swords is back. Now look at this image. Yeah. Five of Swords energy here. Again, we're using a different deck. Whoever or whatever took place, they were out for blood. They wanted to win at all costs. They didn't care what was destroyed, taken, nothing. Five of Swords is here. And here we have the King of Cups. Okay. So if you do readings and if you use different decks will validate back to you many times, which is interesting to do with the tarot. If you do a reading for a client or a case or whatever it is, all right, you'll start to see the same cards show up. So the King of Cups is Father to me in the tarot deck. All right. This is next to Father. All right. And typically we know Father's supposed to be what? Loving, compassionate, good-natured, can have a really good sense of humor, caring, loving, patient. All right. But look at the energy next to him. Okay. Not so much. I have to charge my phone. Hold on. My phone's going. Oh, big card.
Just use this one.
Where's the other? No, I won't. I don't. Ugh. All right. Sorry, y'all. I had to. Okay, so Using a different deck, we have the King of Cups. First, we have the Five of Swords next to um, the King of Cups. This is Father. Father's showing up, okay? Six of Cups is here next to the Two of Swords. Someone could have been looking back at their past, daydreaming, reflecting upon the past. Many times people will do that, especially when you get older and you're like in your 40s, for instance, and you have to recap all the boyfriends you had the last 30 years just to make yourself feel better or feel worse. But, looking back upon the past, someone was reflecting. This could have been the King of Cups, was reflecting on his past. Okay. Looking back at the good old days, the glory days. People do that all the time. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Tracy. Um, and the Two of Swords says, I'm kind of denial about a lot of things in current situation. And what do we do when we're not happy in our current situation? We look back on our past. We reflect upon the past during the good old days, during when, things were great, the glory days, when we were younger, when we had more energy, when we had more going on, or whatever it is. There's also, when I see the Two of Swords, gives me denial as well. Okay. So the next card we have, here we have the Victory card again, has shown up in this reading. All right, and we have the Three of Cups again. Now, Three of Cups, especially with this reading happening, I don't like to automatically say when I see the Three of Cups, third party, but typically you will see this when it comes in as a third party. But I think this made him feel youthful again, made him feel sexy again, made him feel empowered in some way. This King of Cups. Okay? All right. Exuberance, vitality, all those things. All right, we have the Six of Pentacles. And the Nine of Rods. What's Lottie saying? Hi, Tiny Gypsy. Thank you, Rosie. So, the Six of Pentacles next to the Nine of Rods. Look at this card. Thank you, Kristen. Doesn't that look kind of familiar right now? Do you see the house and the mountains in the background and the way that the house looks? So, we're reading about Suzanne Tracy. Um, First, we used the chakra oracle cards, and then we used another tarot deck, and we're just doing another tarot deck. Yeah, it looks like their house. Yeah, very good. So that's what it reminds me of. Someone's very defensive. They're trying to guard their home. They're protecting their home. Okay, they're very defensive. They may be defensive towards other people. This also could be isolation as well. Okay. Yeah, the wounded warrior. Yeah. And here we have the Six of Pentacles. That's generosity, that's helping others, or it could be the pretense of helping others. Okay. And then we have this energy that comes in. Okay, very defensive. Let's see what else we have. So we have the Hermit again next to the Ace of Pentacles. So the Hermit, the Hermit's like, to me, it could be solo energy, independence. It could be checking out by yourself, having moments of solitude. And it can also be one where uh, we can be in thought. So this person could be in great thought or was in thought about something when it came to money. So the Ace of Pentacles is here when it came to either increasing money, wanting more money, needing money, thinking about money, thoughts of money, ideas of money, very much thinking a lot about finances, financials, etc. So we have the Sun next to the Nine of Swords. All right. Uh, the Sun, of course, we have two different energies here: happiness, positivity, and then we have fear. So maybe during the day, everything was great. And then at night, everything was a nightmare. Do you know what I'm saying? So everything during the day, being out and about, seeing other people, yada, yada, yada. Um, but at night, we can't sleep. We're nervous. We have anxiety. We're fearful. We're worried. We're in distress. All right. And normally, typically, this is when we're alone. You know those moments when you're in bed by yourself and you can't sleep and you're crying, or you're in the shower and crying, or you're in your car? This person was very lonely, very upset, very afraid. There was a lot of fear, worry. You know when your mind's racing a million miles and you're like, can't sleep at all. So two different energies going on. And this also could indicate, well, my life looks great from the outside. I should be happy, or everyone thinks that I am. But this is how they really feel with the swords inside. Okay? Inside. So someone was definitely living in fear or dealing with anxiety, depression, and very upset, very worried about things. Um, the Emperor shows up. This is control. When I see the Emperor, it's Aries archetype, but this is a very controlling person in terms of wanting control, needing control, wanting to be authority figure with everything, micromanaging, having control, okay, needing control. Um, the Knight of Pentacles is a slow, steady progress with anything financial. All right, this person really wanted control over money, but it was taking too long. It was too slow. It was trickling in too slow, or it was taking a long time, or something was taking, it wasn't fast or coming in as fast. It was more of a slow pace. Okay? The Emperor, though, can be very controlling when I see the Emperor come into a reading. Yes, everybody, Tracy just got back from a prayer vigil for Suzanne Morphew tonight. I caught a little bit of that, Tracy, on your Facebook. It looks like you guys had a nice turnout. So then here we come in with the Eight of Cups again. We keep seeing this card. Now, look at the woman's face on this card. Do you see her distress and having to leave a situation and walk away from it? All right. And the shadow of the former happy home or the former relationship. This is also like a forethought of this was once, and it's darkened now, darkened now, okay? She could have had moments to really She could have had moments where she wanted to leave. Do you know what I'm saying? She wanted to leave the marriage, or she wanted to leave the relationship at times. She could have had moments like that. So there's the Two of Pentacles. This is juggling two different things. This could be juggling two different relationships. This could be juggling two different jobs. This could be juggling two different forms of streams of income. This is anything where we're trying to keep things in balance, okay? Oh, you had to follow COVID rules. Oh, wow. Oh. So Tracy was in Suzanne Morphew's high school class together. They went to high school together. So Tracy knows Suzanne. And Tracy was the one that told me about this case. So we have the Ten of Rods, the Seven of Swords. So here we come in with the burden again, and here we come in with the sneakiness again. Okay? There could have been a real financial burden of some kind that was where perhaps he was hiding something, or something was being hidden, or something was going on behind the scenes and nobody knew about because the burden was so big. Okay, there's just something's definitely tied in with money with this case. Definitely tied in with money. Here we have next the World that we had before, different image. Okay, and then we have Page of Cups. This is relationship. I feel that this relationship was not new. I feel that there is a relationship that had been going on for at least a year. Okay, with the World card coming in. This was something that was going on for a while. All right. So here we have the Seven of Swords energy. All right, I'm going to pull two more cards, and then I'm going to stop there. Oh my God, are you serious? So we have Justice again next to the King of Rods. All right, the last deck, it was the King of Pentacles. All right, this is indicative, I feel, of the husband's energy, and that justice is going to come in. All right. Yeah, I really feel and sense that justice is coming in, and it's going to come in surrounding a man or male. This could be the husband, or this could be another man. Okay, I keep picking up relationship and sneakiness and all this other stuff, but there's definitely something's coming in surrounding a male where justice is going to be served. So this deck brought up some other things that the other deck wasn't, okay? But there's a lot of similarities as well in this reading, like there was in the other reading. I don't feel that, I feel that justice will be served for Suzanne in weeks. It's not going to be something that's going to drag on for years or a couple of years. I really feel that something's going to come in weeks, not like months or years. So there's definitely something up though, like I keep saying, with a relationship, and other readers have picked up on that as well. So just like Megan's channel, True Chakra Talk Tarot. I think I got that right. Tarot Talk. You know who I'm talking about. Megan, my little sister from a different mister. So anyway, so I wanted to come on talk about the case with you guys because it's hot potatoes right now. Everybody's worried about this woman. Tracy's here. Tracy knows Suzanne. Tracy went to school with her, and many people are very worried about her. Many people are very interested in what the hell's going on. And when you get, unfortunately, I don't know what happens to a person, but I know I get obsessed with certain cases, and I'm just like, I have to know if there's any updates or what's happening. And Tracy messaged me today and said, "Did you see that video clip of him speaking?" I'm like, "No, send it to me," because I was out shopping. I'm just like, you want to be up to date all the time, and it's like, but especially for Tracy, she knows Suzanne. They were friends in school, so it's like magnified, I'm sure, 100 times more because it's relative to her. She knows Suzanne. And performing readings or doing tarot readings or oracle readings or psychic readings or anything that taps into that metaphysical part of it, you'll start to see a thread of commonality between readings, between other readers, because you're tapping into, I believe that there's a source that everyone has access to. It may look different to you than it does to me, but I feel that we're all tapped into that. And looking into the energies of a situation, I feel can be helpful in cases if law enforcement takes people seriously that do these kinds of things, and they don't sometimes. Um, and this isn't to entertain anyone. This is, and people are like, "Well, you don't know her. Why are you interested?" I'm like, I feel like I'm compelled, like I have to do this. That I need to do it. Yeah, I don't know, Suzanne, but I just feel like I have to do it. Um, I can't really explain that. So I'm just the messenger and the interpreter. It's not about me. So I wanted to do a little bit more about Suzanne. Um, and if you guys are following this and all the rest. So I don't know if I'll do any more live readings about her, but I definitely feel that, and of course, readings, energies can change. Doesn't mean what I've said tonight is set in stone or what the video I put out the other day is set in stone. Energies change. But it looks like there's definitely something going on with another relationship, and definitely somebody doing something behind people's backs, money, burdens with money, financial burdens. Um, all is not what it seemed on the outside to people. And I feel that there is a definite connection to a male that is going to be brought to justice over this. Um, so that's what I'm picking up on. But I appreciate you guys watching and chatting and chatting and all that stuff. And I'm sorry that I was buffering. We seem to have a good connection now. Now that I'm done. Tracy, did a lot of her friends refer to Suzanne as Sue? Right, and she was, oh, your 30th class reading last year, and she was on chemo. And she, didn't she have cancer twice, and she beat cancer twice? Kristen, who's your friend's sister? Her name is Desiree Ferris. Desiree Ferris. Let me write that down. Where'd my pen go? She has a Crime Watch daily episode. I like that, Cami Notes. Yeah, absolutely. Liberty, Missouri. Okay. Is she a young girl? Desiree Ferris, is she young? Yeah, Cammy, I agree. Thank you. It is emotional. Desiree Ferris in Missouri. So, is the YouTube channel called Crime Watch? Or is it called Crime Watch Daily Episode? I'll write that down. So, what did you guys think if you did see today Barry Morphew's public video that he made? What are your thoughts on that? Oh, True Crime Daily. Oh, thanks, Cammy. True Crime. Is that what it's called? True Crime Daily? True Crime Daily. It's, oh, they do Tracy. Everybody thinks she was abducted. Yeah. I don't feel that she was abducted either. I think more things are going to come to light, especially um, in the first reading I saw affair. Megan did a reading last night and saw third party affair. I don't know if there's other readers covering the case, but there's definitely something going on um, that I think we'll find out more about. So, oh, you live by Conscious Truth, you do in Missouri? Nice. I love Conscious Truth. She's my best friend. Um, no one here will believe Barry would do anything to hurt her. Yeah, Lottie, that's a question to ask, isn't it? Well, that's another, yeah, Dining Gypsy, because a lot of people were convinced that Heidi's boyfriend, fiance, were they married? Um, was something was off with him, and he had nothing apparently to do with it. But yeah, he really had me going. You got the Queen of Spades and Stolen Card. Oh wow, Mary, Mary, why you bugging? Um, I don't think anything's odd with the nephew. No, do you? Do you think something's odd with the nephew? Oh, podcasts. Rachel is the bomb. Oh, it'll still pop up. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Um, I'll check it out. Thank you. How old was Desiree Ferris? Like around 12 when she disappeared. How old was she? The GoFundMe was odd. Oh yeah, I did see GoFundMe. The nephew showed true emotion. Is there video of the nephew? Because I totally missed that. I might add the nephew is. The nephew's on Barry's side? Really? The nephew's on Barry's side? So Tracy would know because Tracy has met Barry in real life, in person. Barry, Tracy's met him, okay? Because Barry's from Indiana and Suzanne Morphew's from there. And she's went to high school together. So, Kansas City. Sister's son. What? Oh, Barry's sister's son. Oh, no kidding. Liquid assets. Right, so Barry's older. Interesting. So it's Barry's sister's son. Huh. Well, that's news. Um, I don't know about the nephew. I just heard his voice in in like a recording or something. I don't know if there was a video of the nephew. Um, I haven't seen anything. Hmm. He called in again to a news station. Oh, he did. Oh yeah, I bet he. Well, this. I mean, it's just heartbreaking. It's devastating. Regardless of you know who they are or how much money they had or the lifestyle or whatever. Um, it's just really you wonder like Mother's Day and a woman goes missing and what else? So do a second call in. 18 or 19. Pretty sure the nephew is the mom's side. Suzanne's brother just came back to Indiana from Colorado, I was told tonight. She left with some guys. Oh. Oh, Kristen, that's terrible. That's terrible. I Timo, Tracy knows Suzanne. They were friends. So I think Tracy has the inside info. She would know. Um, Kristen, I'll look into that. Thank you. That's really awful. You know, I mean, who do we look at? Suspect number one is always the family, or it's always the husband, or the wife, or the boyfriend, or the girlfriend, or the nanny, or the, you know what I mean? It's always the people closest to us or to the people. Um, and regardless, I mean, because of good grief, what's been happening in Colorado since Chris Watts days, I mean, the husband, suspect number one, I'm sure he's been raked over the coals. Uh, I mean, in the court of public opinion, he's already been tried. So, uh, I know that video statement that he put out today. Guess it was today. He looked rode hard and put away wet. I mean, he looked really stressed out. He looked terrible, no doubt. So let's just hope and pray that he has nothing to do with it. But somebody was mad, so he wasn't having it. From what I've seen with the readings. Yeah, I know, Mary Mary. I know, Kristen. Yeah. So, but if you guys, the man, I think his name's John Schmidt, or I think, he went on Facebook group. I'm in one. I'm in one Facebook group. I didn't join 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. I'm in one about Suzanne. Um, and he was in the group and he said he got assaulted by Barry Morphew in Indiana. You guys have probably heard about this. Anyway, Gray Hughes interviewed the guy. I love Gray Hughes. He probably hates my channel if he even knows my channel at all. He probably hates what I, anyway. Um I watched it today and it was really good. So, and people were like, "Oh, he's running for House of Representatives and he's just, whatever." But he had a really crazy encounter with Barry Morphew. So, he said that he saw the demon in his eyes. And when he said demon, I was like, what is it about men in Colorado and demons? I mean, my God. So, I don't get to think. Lord. Yeah. Mary, you're not the only one that said that to me. He looked like a demon in his interview. Yeah. It's in the water. It must be. And, you know, Colorado, I've never been there. It looks beautiful, but what the hell, man? Like, what that what is happening there? Okay? Um, oh yeah. Yeah, you should watch the interview. It's like 23, 26 seconds long. It's not that long. Colorado men losing their minds. I know. Yeah, it looks beautiful, Danielle. Um, so anyway, um, yeah, it is people that move there. Dining Gypsy. Yeah, they're transplants. They go there and lose their freaking minds. There must be something that takes over, a demonic spirit that takes over the bodies of the men that move there. Like they don't want the men there or something. And I don't know. It's just like, what? It's kind of like the men that moved to Colorado. It's like Jack Nicholson in The Shining when he goes to the hotel. What happens to him in the hotel? He totally goes nuts. Is that what's happening to people that are moving to Colorado, especially with the men, and then they go completely insane? And think about that. Like Jack Nicholson didn't lose his mind until he went to the Overlook Hotel in The Shining, and then he was like, whoa, right? These people are moving to Colorado, the men in particular. and they're just like losing it. Come and play with us, Danny. Forever and ever and ever. We just watched that movie like 3 weeks ago for the second time. She loves that movie, which I'm like, yes, because that's one of my favorite movies. Come and play with us, Danny. Oh yeah, Gray can be very mean, but I love Gray. He's himself. He doesn't apologize to anybody. I love it. I love Gray Hughes. I know he probably hates my channel. He probably hates what I do, but I love Gray Hughes. He's funny. He cracks me up. But he's mean. He can be mean too, which is makes him more funny to me. Yeah, think about it, Tiny Gypsy. Hi, Crystal, aka Beaver Gaming Sub Crystal. What's up, girl? I like Gray too. I like his new rap that he did at the end of his video today. I was like, that was the best thing all day. I know. It's a love-hate relationship with Gray, but I like Gray. I like to watch him. Anyway, so yeah, he was like rapping. He did a really good job. He did a really good job. Poltergeist film, so scary. Yes, it was. I love that movie. You can't post. Why are you bugging? Get it? No. The rapping was great. Yeah, it was really funny. It was good. How long have you been on here? 2 hours? Of course. Been on here for 2 hours. Cheers. I'm always on here at least 2 hours. It doesn't faze me at all. Now, if I'm doing readings, live readings, at this point, I'm like under the table. Because towards the end, I'm like, pew. But we're just chatting and hanging out. Um, oh, you're welcome, Danielle. I always love to read for you. It was good, Kristen. I was impressed. It does drain me, Rosie. Yeah. Rosie can probably tell. Uh-oh, Brooke's going under. Brooke's going down. Rosie's probably sitting there going, shut up, I'm trying to listen. Uh-oh, there she goes. I can see it. She's starting to go. She's going, going, going. Um, I could feel it too. When do I do live readings? Whenever I feel like it. I can't schedule anything. I cannot schedule doing live readings on here. I do them periodically. I wish I was able to schedule, but I just can't. But if you ever see live readings tonight, then you'll know I'm on and hop on board. Um, I know. Marijuana? What? Marijuana? Z Dreamin'. Hey. No, honey, I'm not doing readings right now. When the spirits say to listen, mystic, yes. Lottie. I love you, Lottie. You're so sweet. Yeah, Z dreaming. Good luck though. You finished your bottle already? What are you drinking, Timo? I've only had one glass this whole time. You finished a bottle. What are you drinking? I bet it was good. I love wine. That's my drink of choice. I'm not I don't drink liquor. I can't. Beer, maybe. Glass of wine, sure. I can't do all this other hardcore. I do like a nice glass of wine. Wine's all right. Don't worry about the wine. And I like the white wines when it's warm. Like it's almost summer now. It's warmer here. And I prefer to drink the whites when it's warm. And I stick to the reds when it's cold. If you ever want to know anything about me. And I like strawberry scents in summer. Just the summer. Strawberry scents. That could be strawberry lotion, strawberry soap, strawberry perfume, strawberry scents in the car, strawberry candle. Like I just like strawberry scents in summer. I don't know why. And then my favorite laundry detergent is Gain. You all know that. So get yourself some Gain because I love Gain. It's my favorite. Let's smell it. I'm going to smell it. That was a little, don't smell the lid. Like, don't take a big whiff. I love the smell of Gain. That's my favorite. Now they'll be like, she's on camera sniffing her laundry soap. um, we love marijuana. Hey, if it grows from the ground, you're fine. If you just don't, make sure you know where you're getting it from. You're fine. Rosie, it's better to do readings when it feels right anyway. Yes, that's true. Very true, Kristen. Yes. You drink a whole bottle of Moscato. Wow. Good for you. Was it good? Yummy. I love Moscato. I had a Pinot Grigio. I like a Moscato. Yeah. Doing readings when you'll know, you can feel it when it feels right to do a reading. Yeah. And don't rush your reader. Have you ever thought about getting a reading and you're excited and you just can't wait for it? Don't rush your reader. Your reader's most likely busy. You're most likely not the only one in the queue. Okay? That's just for people out there that are interested. Your reader is probably working with 5, 6, 7, 8 other people right now. Just be patient. Don't rush your reader. Don't do it. You wouldn't rush your doctor. You wouldn't rush your dentist. You wouldn't rush your car mechanic either. Don't rush your reader. Don't rush your reader. Don't do it. Don't rush your reader. Um, your reader is busy. Your reader is doing other things. Your reader's got to sleep. Um, don't rush your reader. Anyway. Ooh, pink Moscato. That sounds fun. Good reading, good company, good wine. Oh my gosh, Rosie, did you come up with that? I love that. Good reading, good company, good wine. Aw, I love that. California is always hot. Are you in California? I'm coming to visit. I've never been there. I've never been past Texas. Rosie, I love that. Good reading. Okay. My next live, we're gonna have that in the title. Okay. I'm gonna write it down. Good reading. Good company. Good wine. Rosie said that. Today is May 17th. Rosie, oh my gosh, I love that. I am like that with coconut. Coconut everything. Really? Ooh, I like coconut too, yeah. Rosie's been to LA. That's awesome. Look how frizzy my hair is. My hair's frizzing. Y'all don't care. I have no makeup on. My hair's frizzy. Whatever. So, Tracy's back. Timo, I just clarified. Trevor Noel is Barry's sister's son. Okay, cool. So, Trevor Noel, that's his name. Okay, so Barry's sister's son. How odd. Isn't that something that it's on his side of the family? So, interesting. Thank you, Tracy. That's pretty interesting. Wow. Trevor Noel. His name's Trevor Noel, Barry's sister's son. Wow. Marabello. What is that? Thank you, Tracy. So, how old is Trevor? Is he like in his 20s or is he older? Um, well,
Hi.
what are you doing?
Chilling?
Are you all right?
Yeah.
You upset?
No.
Are you mad at me? Are you bored? I'm gonna pinch your head. I don't know, Dining Gypsy. I don't know who put up the second reward money. I think late 20s, early 30s. Okay, he lives in Evergreen, Colorado. Oh, he does? Or Evergreen County? Or is that Colorado? Or Indiana? Um, you guys hear the train? train comes through here at night and is loud, loud, loud. Like it's right in the front yard. And I don't know if it's because at night there's not a whole lot of traffic and it just rolls through the whole town and it's just so it's creepy. At nighttime when you hear a train at night, it's creepy. It's like that. Oh, Colorado. Hi, Jay. What's up, Jay? Did you hear it, Lottie? Yeah, it was the train. You heard it? That's the train. That's a that's a West Virginia train, y'all. They are loud as hell. You've never heard a train until you come here and hear West Virginia. You're back. You had to do dishes and make tea. Well, well done. Weird. This week, this week, I will come on and I'll come on and do a live this week and at some point, and then I'll come on again at some point this week and do readings live if you guys want to. So, you love the sound of trains? Yeah, me too. In the meantime, I really feel like something happened with Suzanne to Suzanne. Um, and I know they say she went on a bike ride during the day, or in the I guess late afternoon. But I really feel like from the hours of 10 to 6, like something transpired, like that, like she had a very stressful 5 hours. Like something was happening for 5 hours. You know, if you've ever been in a situation where you've talked to someone or you've been sucked into something, or if you had like a argument, or if you're on the phone with people and something's going on for hours and hours in a short amount of time, how I feel like something is compressed that just went on and on and on and on for her for like 5 hours. 4:30. um, Rocks come to mind when I see her. Uh-huh. So anyway, excuse me. This is what I heard tonight. The girls were trying to get a hold of her and couldn't, so they called the neighbor. The neighbor then went over to Suzanne and got no response. Yes, I've heard that too. I've heard that too. Um, so there's no proof that we know of that she went on the bike ride. Yeah, unless there's camera footage. But you know, nowadays there's cameras everywhere. You would think the neighbors had cameras. So if she's seen on camera riding her bike, or if she was on that roadway and there were cameras placed places, or you know what I mean? Even cars have car dash cams. Somebody drives by and sees her biking and she's on video footage. Like there's so many different um some tractor trailers, trucks even have cameras on the trucks now. So I mean there has to be video footage uh, of her, don't you think? I would think timeline of when she. Yeah, I've heard that too. The Saturday security at that house. My God, I know that they have security. They probably had cameras too, because it's like it doesn't look like. I mean, considering how huge the home is, and it's a multi-million-dollar home, I'm sure that they definitely would have security cameras or security system or something to track. Even if she had her cell phone on her, I mean, that would track her movement. So I wonder what the personal item that they found. Um, yeah, a lot of people have cameras, and just like a doorbell camera. They're very affordable. So a lot of people have cameras. Um, I just, there has to be video. Yeah. I think having security cameras is a good idea. But anyway, um, I'm going to close this session. Thank you all for joining me. And I'll be back on this week. And we can do more about this case together. We can also maybe do another case together live, and then I'll come on another night and do and be for readings, live readings with me. Typically, I take. It seems like typically I can do 5 to 6 people at night. So get here early. Because last time it was like bing, 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 bing. I'm like, ah. So normally I do that. Um, I'll post it ahead so you guys will know that I'm coming on. Asking people for their video. Oh, so one's like 16, 17, and one's 20. You ready for reading her? Thanks for coming on. Thank you, Sandy. We'll read. I'll read for you, Sandy. Um, Thanks for coming on, Lottie. Yeah, thank you everybody who came on. We had a man in the village. Timo was here. Thank you, Timo, for joining us, and everybody who came on and chatted and has been watching and everything else. Thank you, and I'm going to come on this week again, so you'll see my face. But love you guys. Make good choices while I'm gone. Don't hear voices, and you do. Call me, message, email, reach out. Um, Love you too, Tracy. Love you guys. Thank you, Rosie. Have a good night. Mystic Mom. Thank you to Mystic Village President Rosie and Tracy is our treasurer. And have a good night, Sandy. Thanks for popping on. Good night, everybody. Love you guys. Have a good night. I'll see you again soon. Be good.